Hello, YouTube family. Welcome to PeaceOfRen, where we drop gems and we speak for them. I'm back with another message, of course. I can't decide what deck to use. I don't know what's going on, but let's cleanse the energy. How are y'all? Don't be afraid to speak. If you like the content, like, share, subscribe. This is just a message on something that you need to know right now. I was trying to pick a deck, but I keep looking at this. So we're going to go with this deck. And I just feel the need to tell everybody that ever comes across these videos that this deck was gifted to me by one of my clients and soul family. And it is just so powerful. And I was so skeptical at first because it gives very much like old school. Like if you look at it, it's very much like medieval, ancient, I don't know, but like this is a powerful, nifty little deck. Okay, so if you're getting messages from this, just know it's coming with a purpose. It's gonna be strong. Okay, so ancestors reign, y'all called. I'm here to deliver the message. Okay, I don't know, somebody has been feeling, I'm hearing lost in the sauce. Somebody has been feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you feel like your spirit guides abandoned you. Things could be really quiet for you right now. And I'm just here to remind you that you're not alone. For me, I feel the same way when I don't hear my spirit guides and it feels like they kind of went missing. Breathe. We're never alone. That's a message for somebody, but it's just usually, you know, like when software updates and you can't really like do too much on like your piece of technology, computer, whatever, which is crazy because now this is the card. You have not been abandoned. Oh gosh, yes, I love this. And it updates and you can't really use it. It's like your body is going through an update. You are going through an upgrade. Add some, I have no idea if I'm saying that right, but look at all these spirit guides. You got angels, you got fairy elementals, you got ascended masters, you got she all in the books. There's grandma, there's Nana. Okay, you are not alone. The Akashic library. This is your reminder that if you've been feeling alone, one, you're not. That's huge confirmation. But two, the Akashic library, and we're talking about you going through an update. Something within your Akashic library is being updated. You're coming to a big part of your journey. A big part of your journey. Usually I want to read these. I don't feel the need to read those ones, because I feel like that was just clarification. But angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides wanting to see us walk our highest path for the greatest good. What is the message? What is the message for those feeling abandoned by you right now, spirit? What is the message? Excuse me, confirmation. What's going on? What do we have for the collective that's feeling lost and lonely? The King of Roses. The Waterfall. And the Scribe in the reverse. I am going to read these. Ooh, with Fated Meeting at the top of the deck. Yeah. I like to do... Let's see. What's going on with this King of Roses? What's going on with this King of Roses, Spirit? Okay. This card reverse shows a potential disruption in a relationship with a male, whether it's a friend, family, or romance. Sparks may fly here. Although this emotional upheaval may seem overwhelming, don't let yourself get swept away. With every ending, there comes the potential for new beginnings. This may, in fact, be a reference to an old love that you haven't been able to release. If so, it's time to finally let go of the attachment and open your life to new and better things to come. When referring to you, this card could signify a time when your role as a father or husband is greatly diminished, whether due to desire or just logistics. If you have a deep pattern of self-negation, it's time to create a truly caring relationship with yourself. No matter what your patterns are, you do have the power to calm your heart, look at things clearly, and take control of your perception of yourself and your life. Your union with yourself is up to you. Okay. Which is very fitting, because then we go into the waterfall, you know, after they were talking about the new beginnings and the release, because this waterfall is kind of given like a dam. But let's just see what that energy is, because Six of Forces. A towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honors you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid. Like the waterfall, your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Loss of power, finding power, okay? And this loss of power could be because you've been out here feeling like you've been alone, and it's like you feel like you don't have any direction, but it's like you are the co-creator with the universe. So like, as much as the universe is guiding and directing you, you are also guiding and directing the universe, okay? It's like you tell them what, you know, you need, okay? So the scribe. You may be ignoring opportunities for higher learning or uplifting discovery, studies that can take you far above where you find yourself today. Or you may have been asked to lead a group or share your gifts in some way, and you haven't responded. In a personal matter, you could be closing your mind to new and broader thought, which limits you from dealing with that issue successfully. Stop holding yourself back. There's more for you, much more. If you assume the mantle of higher intellect every moment, open your mind and keep opening it. Know that this is much more than just positive thinking. It's power thinking. During this time, writing projects you wish to pursue may seem thwarted. Let yourself step back and take some time. Other opportunities for such submissions will be coming. If you're involved in a legal situation, be sure to find the right person to help you, as you may be meeting lawyers or professionals who present themselves falsely. Investigate thoroughly and use your intuition so you don't get misled. If you're diligent, you can find the right counsel. And this is talking about expanding and higher learning, as we're talking about the Akashic library. And what do you do in a library? You learn, you educate yourself. This is going within. Even this person in here with a lot of spirit guides, he's coming in with these books, and she's holding this book. Learning. This is going within, tapping into your Akashic library, tapping into your destiny, to the things that are for you. This may not be your first life. You could definitely have a past life. This also is talking about holding yourself back. When I started this, I said that this waterfall, it kind of gives the vision of like a dam. If there's a dam here, this water can't flow freely. So you have been holding yourself back. And this is due to not only the way that you view yourself, but it could be if you're feminine, if you're dealing with the masculine who has kind of made you feel like you had to abandon yourself. It's like you've been giving your all to a relationship. And I'm going to say relationship because fated meeting is the bottom of the deck and it's here in the reverse, okay? Excuse me, confirmation. So this is the number 7, and 7 could be significant for you. 222 is significant, as well as the number 12, okay? So with this being on the bottom, top of the deck, whatever, there's a person in your life with whom you had made plans to work on your karma together to undo past life patterns and create greater reciprocity, love, and support. Unfortunately, this card reverse shows that one or both of you have fallen into old habits or some sort of denial. You must see this relationship for exactly what it is and don't let the undercurrent of past life feelings drive you. You have come together for a purpose, but one of you hasn't truly woken up with an eye to the future and a commitment to grow. Your relationship with your higher self is the foundation of every relationship in your life. So see the truth of this situation. Your inner voice tells you that progress and even happiness with this person elude you. It may be time to look beyond this relationship. There are many other new and past life partners who can find a place on your karmic dance card. Special note. Whether this card is upright or reversed, notice the neighboring card, if any, to which the clock tower's spire points. This card can provide more insight about this new person and about how this fated meeting takes place. And this was on the top of the deck, so I didn't really have a card there that it's pointing at, so we won't use that. Notice this is talking about a past life. And I just said something about your past life. We're talking about the Akashics and we're talking about the higher learning. The Akashic is everything there has ever been needed to know about you, including past lives, okay? So if this is something where this person in your life, specifically, this is given a masculine energy. So like if you're a woman with a male, or if you're in your feminine energy, you're dealing with somebody that is in their masculine energy, okay? Because of things that have happened throughout this relationship, I feel like it's caused you to abandon yourself. You could identify with being a caretaker. You really, when you give, when you love hard, okay? And this is that kind of energy. But it's like you've given so much of yourself to the point of depletion is what I just heard. That's that waterfall dam getting backed up, okay? And it's like you had no more to give for yourself, no more life force, no more energy for yourself. And so you kind of forgot who you are. You kind of feel disconnected. But this is an energy of you are purging out this energy. Which is why when we're talking about that upgrade, it might not feel like it right now because you could be hurting. But this is an energy that's being purged and kind of moved to the side. And the ending of this relationship is like bittersweet because, like I said, especially if you had a past life connection, but you don't want to get bogged down by the potential of somebody. Like, you could see the potential and that's fine, that's cool, you know, whatever, but potential doesn't really mean anything if people are not being who they could be to their fullest potential, you know? So it's kind of like, yeah, this is what they could be, but who are they showing you right now? You don't want to keep repainting somebody's colors if that's not who they're showing you right now. Actions speak louder than words. Okay, we're gonna get a couple more. The Ark of the Covenant and the King of Forces. The Ark of the Covenant, number 11. So 1s and 2s, because I also see 12, 11 and 12, 222, 11, 22, I just heard. The King of Forces. I was trying to go to the Ark of the Covenant, but then I started going to the King of Forces. So I guess that's what... No, let's go to the Ark of the Covenant first. It's like I can't decide which way to go. Okay, so the Ark of the Covenant. The stars are shining on a serene desert. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of these tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. 2 men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It also can show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. More often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contributions to the world. Your karma does not rule you. You rule it. I just said that. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant. It supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work towards your highest purpose to uphold the sacred covenant you have to touch the world with your light. I just said, you may co-create with the universe, but as much as the universe tells you what to do, you tell the universe what it is that you want to do. This is working in tandem. And again, these karmics, these past lives, and this again, that relationship, you could have been married to this person. That could be why this is hitting home for a lot of you. If you weren't physically married, you could have been spiritually married, which is why they keep talking about, but they keep talking about legalities as well within this. So you could be physically married, and that could be why it feels like it's also taking a toll on you. And that's why it keeps talking about like getting lawyers and things involved, okay? Like if you're going through a divorce and things of that nature. And that could be another reason why you just feel like, you know, I gave so much and it's like I really don't want to. I just heard time's up when I looked at this because I'm noticing the clock tower. The time is up, and like the clock is pointing this way, so it's giving me like the midnight vibes, like, you know, in Cinderella, and it was like everything looked all like magical and stuff like that, and then the clock struck and everything kind of went back to normal. It's kind of like that. This person could have had you in some kind of illusion. They could have been like masking, like you exactly, because you were blinded by the potential. I heard love is blind. You were blinded by the potential of this person, and now the time is up. The mask has fallen, and you are starting to see this person for who they really are. And that is why now you're starting to feel like abandoned. Like, what did I just go through all of this for, okay? But the King of Forces is out here. A man standing by a stream is surrounded by different animals of the woods. The power of nature is all around him, and the earth below his feet, the water running by, and the star-filled nebula in the sky above. Yet he is a force himself. A force? Come on. A force? A waterfall is a force. Yet he is a force himself, exerting calming influences on the wolf and the rabbit, which are natural enemies. Upright, this card indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. He comes with good intentions, gentleness, and honesty resonate from him. If you don't know this man yet, his energy will be coming into your life soon. He could bring support for a special project, a work issue, or just your life in general. He may also be a possible love interest. So in order to be open to receiving a man of honor, make sure you engage in honoring and being tender toward yourself. For you or a man around you, there could be a position coming in any of the careers natural to the King of Forces, such as electronics, astronomy, physics, geology, alternative fuel, any of the earth sciences, and new industries in environmental care. Any activity connecting with earth energy and nature are beneficial to you at this time. Whether you are male or female, this also reveals an important side of yourself. Feel the balance and beauty of nature and know the powerful forces always moving within and around you. I'm going to leave the reading here, and I'm going to explain why. You are a force to be reckoned with. For some of you, where you may have to leave this past person behind, you could be coming into contact with this new masculine, okay? And that's not to say that's something that you have to rush into. That's just to say that this is that energy of like where you feel like giving up. You like, I've been abandoned. I don't feel like God is on my side. I don't feel like my ancestors is on my side. I don't feel like my spirit guides is on my side. Excuse me. I don't feel like love is on my side. Is here. Is all already written. I was gonna say written in the stars, written in your destiny. It's all already written in the stars. The Ark of the Covenant, the promise that you made to yourself when you got here, the spiritual contracts you signed when you got here. Your destiny is already here. It's just a matter of finding that power within. And knowing that there's more. This is the last one I'm going to read because I keep looking at it. This is the Two of Keys, and it's called the Treasure. And again, twos could be significant. 22, 22. Is that a snow blower outside? Blowing all the dust away. Blowing away all the fog. Remember I said you were blinded by the potential? That's that kind of energy, okay? Where are my keys even at? You could have lost your keys. Oh gosh, some of you could need to make a backup key is what I just heard. All right, so boom, this the last one. I know this gonna tie it together because I'm pretty sure I got this card before. Look at the picture. A man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that obviously has been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hasn't been touched. This card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be the loss of a job, the loss of a relationship, or even an opportunity. But remember, this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover. As in, it might take some time and effort to blow off and dust yourself off. Thank you, Spirit, for the sign of synchronicity. But there is a great treasure within you that is always available. The little chest represents that part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable, and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. Do I be reading or do I be reading? Okay, look at this. Everything around him. Everything. But look what's still there. That little treasure chest of hope. The part of you that can't be taken. Your light. Your heart. I said you could give and give and give. And, you know, this person could have been a taker. And you just feel like, man, like there's a lot of flames and like little light things with the ancestors and the spirit guides. There's a candle, your light, next to the book. Guess what? He has a light. Well, this King of Roses, we not gonna talk about him because he just there. Even the waterfall got some type of illuminatory light around the water. It has like a glowing essence. The scribe, I don't know where the light coming in the window of the scribe. That's the fog that was clowning your judgment. You know, love is blind, but that's all right. But there's still light, like right above her. And we're talking about feminine energy. That little twinkle. The Ark of the Covenant. The light. The flame within. The little crack through the cloud with this King of Forces. Bringing more light. They can't take your heart. You feel abandoned because it's like, man, I lost all of these material things. I lost this person. And if you're going through a divorce, it could be physical things. So it's like they're taking half of what I got. I'm losing all of this, but they can't break your soul. They can't break your spirit. I was gonna say they can't break your heart. I know people talk about, like, you know, when a heart breaks, it doesn't break even. You might be feeling heartbreak, but it's not broken. It's a little sore. It's a little hurt. It's a little hurt. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to cry. But you still have your life. You still have your light. You still have your life force. You have not been abandoned. Sometimes these things happen for the greater good of you. Sometimes things have to fall apart for things to really come together. It's a tower moment. Not all tower moments are bad. That faulty foundation has to break because you can't build a life on top of lies. You can't build a life on top of potential. You need solid, stable foundation, sturdy. 222. Duality. Where there's light, there's going to be dark. When it gets dark, know that you have your light. But know that the dark is not necessarily bad, but the dark is there to teach you. how to find your light. And when you find your light, you know how to maneuver through the dark. I feel emotional. Some of you could be ready to cry at this point. If you're still here, know that you are loved. You are not abandoned. This was written into your destiny. There's that snowblower again. It's time to dust yourself off. Uncover yourself. Remove all the potential. Remove the fogginess. Remove the heaviness. Thaw your heart out, because they're removing the snow. So you have to move that coldness. Don't let this make your heart hard. Don't let it make your heart cold. Don't let it make you block your heart off. Because that's really where the life force energy is. I know we talk about solar plexus, but let's be real. Without love, there's nothing. Excuse me, confirmation, you might as well be a cold, empty, hollow shell. And I noticed the way he went back and he went that way. So it might take a couple times to dust yourself off. It's given, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. We can dust it off and try again, try again. But don't give up, because it's not over, okay? Take a breath and recoup. Go spend some time with yourself. Take a spiritual bath. Take a relaxing bath. Cleanse your energy. Cleanse your space. Have yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a cup of wine. Whatever you're into, I don't judge. Whatever will take the edge off. Whatever brings you peace. Sit down and watch something motivational. Sit down and watch something inspiring. Sit down and watch something that makes you laugh so you can tap into your inner child. Sit down and watch something that makes your heart lurch so you know that it's still there. You still have a heart. They can take everything from you, but they can't take your light. They can't take your heart. You have a lot of love to give. And just because you gave it to the wrong people doesn't mean, all right, it's time to close up shop. No, that means now you take this product. You know, if you were selling something and it's like, man, nobody's buying it here. I'm just going to quit. I'm going to close up my business. No, you take your business to where you're going to be appreciated and you're going to be loved. Whoo, this message is for me too, because I've been trying to grow in certain places and spaces that are just not for me. Now I found my way back on YouTube. And that's okay. Just because we're not accepted or celebrated or appreciated in certain spaces doesn't mean that that is our life. That doesn't mean that is what we're meant to have this life. No, absolutely not. Abundance is our birthright. You are so easy to love. You are just asking the wrong people. Don't you dare let them make you feel unlovable. I almost cussed. I don't be cussing in my content. I almost cuss. You are a motherfucking life force. You are a motherfucking force to be reckoned with. So go act like it. Go act like it. Go spread your light all over the world. Scream it from the mountaintops. It doesn't matter who doesn't want to hear it, who doesn't want it. Okay, fine. You don't have to give it to them necessarily. You don't have to force yourself on others. That's the thing about a force in nature. It will ebb and flow in whatever places and spaces it can get in. Hence why a dam just stays a dam and it continues to be blocked. But depending on what it is, that water might just flow back and go another way. That's the thing about water. It flows. It flows. Go be great. I love y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm here.